Odyssey's orchestra. Fantastic. Thank you, the musical director of Orchestra. Thank you, gentlemen. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our top tier party. And may you, Chris Director. Before we start, please, everybody, let's take a look on the screen. That was a quick video of our Pregnant Anchor Society. So right now, let's take a look on how many we have this cruise. So gold members are starting their journey. Let's give it up as well, 939. Yes. Platinum members, if you're here, please make some noise, 373. Okay. Emerald members, 175. Do we have any diamond members? 450. Two of them, okay. Diamond Plus. Do we have 362? Oh, there you are. Loud and proud. And our Pinnacle Club, 119. Let's give it up for them as well. Loud and proud too. Okay, everybody say, hey, May. And May, you Chris Director, coming all the way from Peru. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. You know, it's so good to see familiar faces. Many of you have cruised with us before, here also in Odyssey or around the world. So we want to thank you, first of all, for taking some of your time, for coming this morning, and of course, for supporting our lovely company. We couldn't expand this company without you, because you are our ambassadors, spreading the word so we can continue bringing more and more people to be part of the Royal Caribbean family. And for that reason, give yourselves a big applause. Come on, you deserve it. Thank you. So, for the ones that they haven't met me, I started this journey many years ago when I was 10. 14 years after, 24 of course. So I started in Grandeur of the Seas. Clap your hands. Yes. Have been beautiful ship, right? Lovely crew, just like this one. And I started as a bar server. So I think our food and beverage team deserve recognition. Let's give it up for them. They do a great job. So yes, I started 14 years ago, and I was a bar server. After that, I made my way through the ranks. Very proud and happy to say that I'm the first Peruvian female cruise director on the fleet. So thank you, thank you. It's a great achievement because, like me, we also opening the way for other female cruise directors. And now on the fleet, fun fact, we have 16 of us. So it's a very good. Yeah, let's give it up. Come on. So I'm not coming alone, of course. With me, we have the master of the vessel. Most of you already know him, so please put your hands together for our captain, Marek.
Thank you. Good morning. How about a big round of applause to these wonderful people behind me? In case you didn't know, I love music, and I will always recognize talented people and really nice people. Now wherever they go, please join them because they play beautifully, and I think they're playing tonight somewhere. In here? Or the other? In here. There you go, yes. Now it's all about you. Welcome, our precious ones. Welcome back. It's great to see you again, coming back to us. And it's such a joy. For the last 5 months, we had 15 to 20 showing up for the top tier event. So I'm shocked. I'm a little stressed today, I have to admit, because I haven't seen 200 plus for God knows how long. And we'll see. We'll try our best. And this is so nice to see you back. For some strange reason, you don't cruise with us when we have 16, 1700 kids on board. I don't know why that is, but we had a lot of fun. Sometimes, yes. Great to see you. Really, really wonderful. We can't thank you enough for being back again and again, and well, seeing you every now and then really makes us very, very happy. All 1,643 Odyssey family right now. You are our family now, so it's larger than that, but every single one on board working here is for you. So please tell us what you need, what isn't working the way you'd like it to work, and we will make sure it works the way you need it. Big round of applause to you for coming back to us. I hope you know what you signed up for, because this is a fun ship and we love having fun here. Crew, I love them dearly, and they will make sure that you have a wonderful time. I remember getting an email yesterday that 499 of you are going to stay for the crossing as well. Yeah. Good for you. Yeah, good for you. Challenge for us, right? We're up for the challenge, for sure. And it's wonderful. It's such a great joy to see you staying just longer than just one cruise. You know where we go in this cruise? Yes? Okay, I will ask you because we've never done this one. And I've never been to Istanbul. So if you don't mind helping us finding it, I definitely appreciate that. Because honestly, after 34 years at sea, it's going to be my first Istanbul ever. One guy on the bridge admitted being there many years ago, so I hope he's on duty when we get there. But otherwise, we're on the way to Santorini. Had a good time in Naples yesterday? We're on the way to Santorini. Was anyone up at 3:30 this morning to see Messina Strait? Oh, great! I wasn't the only one. That's good. It was the calmest ever. We've never seen it so calm. It was like a lake, in case you missed it. Well, it wasn't much traffic, so we were pretty bored up there. Oh, we made it through all the way to Santorini. Santorini is early. We're going to be arriving before the sunrise, so by 7:15 we'll go with the announcement into all your rooms, telling you the gangway are ready. Obviously, we're not going to do it inside your rooms, but everything will be ready for you if you're up for it. I think we have a couple of smaller ships there with us as well, but doesn't matter, not from Royal, don't need to mention them. And then Kusadasi, and then the place I've never been to, so we'll see. We're overnight in Istanbul, so I'm super excited. And I tell you, the crew is more than excited. So forgive us if there's any of them missing on Sunday morning at work, because we told them that they are allowed to go and enjoy themselves. Some may come back to work on Sunday morning, so we'll see. We're about to find out. In case we haven't met, my name is Marek. I come from Poland, and I've been at sea, as I said, 34 years, and 21 of them with the royal family. When I started working at sea, it was not the best decision, because I went to work on cargo ships, and cargo ships are a lot of fun with 15 guys on board and nobody else, and so no one to talk to really. 30-40 days at sea, moving from A to B, not the greatest joy, going in the roughest possible conditions. By the way, Atlantic now is not looking pretty, so I'm glad it's now, because it's going to be better by the time we get there. So after 6.5 years of doing cargo, I decided that was it, and I joined the company from Manchester, UK, that didn't last long. They bought old Royal ships, and I started with them, cruise industry. So it's been 28 years now on cruise ships. My first with Royal was the navigator of the seas, and then I did a few other ships, and some of you know well, because we know each other well, so that's great to see you again. And then I joined the Odyssey almost 2 years ago now. Time flies. My first time with the Odyssey was when I cruised, actually. My wife forced me to get on a cruise, because work is one thing, and I love doing that, but obviously she wanted to spend more time in ports, and she wanted me to go to bars and enjoy whatever the cruisers enjoy, right? So she forced me to get on the cruise. That's the only one that I've done so far. So I guess I'm gold now. And then that's the time when we got on board the Odyssey, because I thought, okay, if we have no room, we're going to stay in Italy. And I enjoyed it. And then I found out that Odyssey would be my next assignment, which happened in January last year. And I love being here. I hope you're going to enjoy it. The ship is only 4 years old, and still everything works, and it's hard to find any rest. So I hope you're gonna really have a great time. We have some fancy features, and obviously, as I said, we have an amazing group of people doing everything they can to make sure you have a wonderful time, and we will continue doing that whenever you come this way. And I just wanted to ask, who's on the Odyssey for the very first time? Oh wow, quite a number. Yeah, most of you out there. I hope you're gonna like it. Don't miss the entertainment. It's amazing what we have here. I moved to Odyssey from a beautiful ship that is a little older, 23 now, she is, I believe. So when I joined on here and I could see the difference in the entertainment, I watch the entertainment every cruise. I tell you, I never get bored. So don't miss it. The events in here are spectacular. If you haven't cruised on this class yet, so don't miss anything. Don't miss the ports, and don't be late in ports, please. Just out of curiosity, is Hiram and Elvia in here? They were 30 minutes late yesterday. We were halfway in with the gangway when they turned up. So they were extremely lucky. I'm looking forward to meeting them too. And remind them about all on board time tomorrow again. But please have a wonderful time. We have a few more speakers. We have some recognitions, as you well know, of course. So I better stop talking. Please give a warm welcome to our hotel director, Adrian. Welcome back. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess you recognize the love right there. But if you want to take an orchestra back home, please let me know. I can organize for them to sign up with you some next time. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's actually very refreshing to see this room so full of guests. It's the first time after I would say 6 months that we have so many guests participating from the top here. So obviously I'm always very excited to be in front of you because I'm always looking for an excuse to have a drink at 10 o'clock in the morning, so that's great. And many sacrifices that I have to make in the name of quality control as a hotel director. My name is Adrian. I have the pleasure of again being the hotel director on the Odyssey. I started with the company 22 years ago. I started as a cleaner and moved my way up the ranks, so I guess pretending to be working really worked out, or the brainwash training program that we have really worked out. I can assure you that everything is fine after everything that we're teaching. It's all good. I started on the adventure and then kind of moved my way around the fleet. I did a little bit of Liberty, I did a startup for the Oasis, I did Explorer, I did the Allure, and then I kind of went all over the place. And along the way, they realized that I'm doing way too much damage front of the house as a cleaner, and they said, okay, go and be an executive housekeeper back of the house, at least you can play solitaire in front of a computer and there is nothing much that can happen. I did that for about a few months. And then they said, you know, enough damage in housekeeping, why don't you go and be a cruise director? That was absolutely outstanding, because then I got to train all the dancers and the singers, all that stuff. The temple is in shape with that. And then they said, okay, now you look too good, go and do other job and go and be a food and beverage director. And that kind of modified the temple because that worked out. And then from there they sent me to be a marketing and revenue manager. That was, I really loved the job. The problem was that I didn't know the difference between a slot machine and the ATM, so I was telling everybody that they can win in the casino, so that was great. And then finally they said, okay, enough of what you're doing, go and be a guest services manager. I said, wow, that's exciting, because I'm coming from Romania, and in Romania customer service is, oh, you don't like it here, plenty other places. So, and then I guess eventually they just said, okay, the least damage that you can do is be a hotel director, so go and pretend that you're doing whatever you're doing. I can assure you delegation is my favorite management skill, so I'm very good at giving everything that I do to everybody, so that's fantastic. What else did I do? So I kind of work on all the ships. In the pandemic, I had the pleasure of being invited to some of the ships, and I'm not the most sensitive guy, but I will tell you that being on a ship with only 15 other people was not a fun time to be. You know, really the only thing that was missing when we were sharing the ship with 50 crew members was zombies chasing us around, because it was pretty exciting. But you know, we did realize that ships without people are just big pieces of metal floating in the water. And it was really like an opening for me, an eye-opening experience, because I realized that while the crew members might be the heart of the operation, I will tell you that you, our guests, are the soul of the operation. Because definitely we don't have as much fun when you are not around, I can assure you. Right? Now, during the pandemic, we had interesting times. The company did a fantastic job in taking care of us. They first increased our movie library, but for whatever reason they were playing Contagion and Outbreak on the repeat. And then they said, okay, listen, enough movies, go and do some, why don't you start choosing your hobbies? What would you like to do as a hobby? And they kind of interview all the crew members. And ever since I was a little guy, I wanted to be a ventriloquist, right? So they said, okay, go and pursue that career. So everything was kind of sorted out for me, and I was doing a very good job. But then they asked me to remove my mask, and it didn't work anymore. The company was supportive enough to actually do that. But then, you know, the actually important stuff happened. We had to bring our crew members back in order to restart the operation. And we had the opportunity to stay with our crew members in the theater. And we had a heart-to-heart discussion, you know, about them coming back and, you know, what has happened during the 2 years that they were gone. One thing that came to mind as I was talking to them, we had over 90% retention for our crew members. So 90% of the crew members that we sent home, thank you very much. That was absolutely unbelievable. So obviously we brought them back, we were in the theater, and you know, one thing that as I was talking to them and as we were having conversation, I realized that everybody that has returned is definitely here for more than just getting paid every couple of days. So I really hope that every single day you will find love and commitment in every single thing that they do for you, and I really hope that you're going to have an amazing time. Now, with that in mind, in case there is anything that you think requires my assistance, there are 2 ways that you can reach me. First, you go to guest services. You know there's never a line there, so you should be all good. You go and you slam your fist against the desk, you tell them that you want to talk to Adrian. The reaction is absolutely priceless because they have no clue who Adrian is, so that's great. By the time you tell them that you want to talk to the hotel director, you go and see them today, and we're going to meet when we go back to Civitavecchia, because you're going to meet all my supervisors and managers and division heads. It's fantastic the way they protect me. Absolutely, yes. The other way that you can reach out to me is just giving me a call. I have a deck phone, and it's available 24 hours for our guests and crew. My number is 550055000. So, and it must be important, so we'll just ignore it. At least it works, so it's good. I mean, that's a good sign. It's calling again. So first was the wife, the second was the girlfriend. So yeah, anything that you need, please reach out. One thing that I will tell you about my phone, I'm a very good friend of the IT manager. So the way this works, every time you call with positive feedback, it's absolutely me. When you call with constructive feedback, it's going to go to our guest services manager. So it's fantastic then. So the captain did talk a little bit about the history of the company. The future, let me reassure you, looks absolutely amazing. Obviously, more Oasis class coming, more Icon class coming. One project that we keep on talking more and more and more is our Discovery project. And as I'm browsing through social media and I'm kind of sorting out the information from the office, we are talking about the smaller class of ship. So that's absolutely exciting. I have no clue, thank you. I have no clue yet what small means in today's world, but you know, we'll see where that takes us. But absolutely, absolutely exciting news, and of course, we're going to reassure you of our commitment to the environment with the new class of ship and so on and so on and so on. So one thing that I'm very, very happy about is they already confirmed that the staterooms are going to be a lot bigger. So that's absolutely amazing, and of course we're going to do that by making your bathroom smaller. So. But no, really the Discovery project is really an amazing thing, and we are looking forward to getting more and more news about it. So stand by for that. 2028, 29, somewhere around there. So definitely some exciting stuff to be posted in the next couple of months, years, and so on and so on. And the other project that's very dear to us is our private destinations. We are expanding obviously all over the world. We started with Labadee, then we went to Phoket. Now we bought this piece of land, very discreet, in Nassau, in Bahamas. I'm sure that you all know. Right as you enter the port, you're going to be a crown and anchor sign there, so all our competition will suffer. But obviously we are very excited to go there, and then we are talking Mexico, probably all over the world. So private destination, another fantastic project that's coming our way. And that's in a nutshell what's going on.
It's always a pleasure to be in front of you. Please reach out if you think anything requires my attention. And you know, the captain has promised us amazing weather for the remaining of the cruise, but he also promised me that I'm going to see mermaids, so I guess we'll can go to the pinch. The ports are looking good, exciting stuff. I really like how he overcommitted on the consecutive cruiser process, and he said we race to the challenge, considering that he doesn't do anything for the consecutive cruisers and I have to do all the work. That was fantastic, but you know, we'll take it as we go. But looking forward to seeing you around. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And Robert, thank you.